We couldn't help but wonder, does Sex and the City work without Samantha Jones? Early this year, HBO Max announced that it'd be rebooting the groundbreaking late 90s dramedy with all but one of its Cosmo-sipping stars, Kim Cattrall, who publicly fell out with Sarah Jessica Parker. Cattrall's Samantha is the lustful linchpin of the original show's 6 seasons and 2 spin-off movies, sardonic, successful and gloriously down to try anything once, as she educates her comparatively chaste friends Carrie, Parker, Miranda, Cynthia Nixon, and Charlotte, Kristen Davis, about the rules of dating and mating in New York. Without Samantha, their constant platitudes and high-maintenance hijinks could border on insipid. But much to the relief of fans, and just like that, is surprisingly effective with its now trio of women, who are blessedly unchanged even as they face more adult sets of concerns. The Sex and the City reboot is finally here. Everything we know. The scintillating series, first 2 episodes now streaming, new episodes weekly, picks up with a still stylish Carrie, who lives in marital bliss with Mr. Big, Chris Noth, as she takes her former dating column into the podcast realm. Charlotte is now the type A mom of 2 teenage daughters, side-eyeing other parents as they sneak wine into a school piano recital. And pragmatic lawyer Miranda is miffed by her oversexed son, Neil Cunningham, and grizzled husband, Steve, David Eigenberg, as she embarks on a graduate course at Columbia University. To say much more would plunge recklessly into spoiler territory, with an 11th-hour twist in the first episode that deeply impacts all 3 characters. And no, it does not involve Samantha, whose looming presence in the first 2 episodes leaves the door open for Cattrall to return, should she ever decide to. But there is plenty of fan service to appease viewers who have restlessly awaited the show's return. At the series' New York premiere Wednesday night, the mere sight of Carrie's expansive shoe closet earned applause from audience members. Carrie, Miranda and Charlotte still dish it out over brunch, and the grudgingly married Anthony, Mario Gantoni, and Stanford, the late Willie Garson, dole out snarky witticisms with a dash of heart. The first 2 new episodes never totally make the case for the revival's existence. As instrumental as the original Sex and the City was in breaking taboos about women's health and sexual appetites, the show never did right by people of color, and often played into offensive stereotypes about marginalized groups. And just like that aims to course correct with its more diverse cast, although at least at the outset, none get significant screen time save for Sarah Ramirez, a non-binary queer comedian whose electric chemistry with Miranda hints at the potential for something more down the road. The show often gets bogged down with lame jokes about social distancing, quarantine and how the now 50-somethings are woefully out of touch with modern technology. Although, Miranda's insistence on buying actual textbooks over Kindle editions has a genuinely funny payoff. Sarah Jessica Parker breaks silence on unbearable loss of Sex and the City co-star. But despite its faults, Terry's nothing quite like seeing our old friends back in the concrete jungle, after the dismal feature films largely relegated them to Mexico and Abu Dhabi. More than 2 decades since we first met them, Miranda, Charlotte and Carrie are just as sharp, vibrant and chaotic as they ever were, and it's impossible not to get invested in their sky-high emotional stakes this go-around. Maybe the past is like an anchor holding us back, Carey said during the show's original run. Maybe you have to let go of who you were to become who you will be. And just like that is fancifully, fittingly, frustratingly beholden to its past. But will gladly follow these ladies' stiletto heels wherever they go next. Mindy Kaling comedy is the best show you may not be watching.